Welcome back to the channel. So I have decided to try and do a thing to the van which I have since decided not to do to the van. If that makes sense. Let me explain. I wanted to put a swivel seat in the front of my Fiat Doblo micro camper. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Forget it. So I have gone ahead and purchased the swivel seat base attachment with all the railings, all the nuts and the bolts and the base itself. And I had all the best intentions of fitting it here so I could spin the passenger seat round and then sit facing the beauty of the interior of my van that I have lovingly built myself. But I hate it. I absolutely hated it. And I don't know why I'm going to do this to myself, but I am going to unbolt this seat again, get it out, turn it round and demonstrate to you exactly why. If you've got a micro camper, in particular Fiat Doblo, which I think this is the Mark II, well, I don't think a swivel seat is a very comfortable place to sit. And this is the reason why, basically, is that if you look, let me move that out of the way, you can see how low the actual base is of the seat. Now the swivel seat doesn't raise that, it stays at that same level, but the floor, especially because it's insulated, sits higher than the frame of the seat. I think you can see where this is going to go. But I should get onto that in a minute, because I've got somebody coming down to buy that swivel seat bracket off me. I put it on Marketplace, I put it up for about 15 quid less than I paid for it. It doesn't fit. Well, actually, that's a lie. It does fit. So what I was going to do is quite simply this. So basically this measures, I think last time I measured it, it was about 16 inches this way. So that's from hole to hole down here. But the actual frame of my seats are 19 inches. So this is too small. So what I did line up is I had somebody locally to me who's a fabricator, was going to make some plates and weld them. So almost like wings, if you like. So this will basically fit. And then we were going to put some on the top so I could screw the base of the seat down onto this so it would fit. So what we were going to do is we were just going to make a wing here and just bolt it in and bolt it in here. And on top, we were going to bolt the seat onto that. Problems with that was this was going to get in the way. So yeah, the fabricator guy actually had it all sorted. And he knew exactly what he wanted to do and how it was going to fit. Measured up, not a problem, he said. Absolutely fine. At a very reasonable price, I might add. And I'm not going to lie, I'm really glad I didn't go ahead and get it done because, well, like I've just said, the seating position was absolutely... So while I'm waiting for the guy called Dave to come down and pick this up, I'm going to do some housework in the van, get it nice and tidy, and then we'll rip the passenger seat out, we'll turn it round and we'll bolt it facing the other way and I can show you the seating position. But for now, I'm just going to do a bit of housework and get the van tidied up. So let's get that done. Right, okay, so tool acquired, bolts down there. So let's get this seat out and show you how we do it. Right, so first things first, let's slide the seat back and then you can reveal and I have no idea what they're called, but that is the type of bit that you need. I have no idea what they're called. So let's get the first one undone, if we can. Ooh. Now, I didn't do them up too tight, believe me, it took an age to get these off the first time round because I don't think they'd been ever taken out since they were put in from factory, so yeah, they were a bit tight. So that's one done. So this is the front, so you get another one just this side. Now 3 of these are the same. The only problem that you do have is the one at the back on the right hand side is in a slightly different position. This is only for the Mark II Fiat Doblos. I don't know if it's the same for the Mark I, and obviously not all vans are the same. So let's just slide the seat forwards now. And put the back forward as well, so it's nice and easy. Right, and then you've got one more, if you can see it, just there. And the one on this side, if you've got a Mark II Fiat Doblo, is not on here because that's welded. It is under there. So let's get them off. That's that one. And like I've just said, the other one is just under here. Right, and that is that one. Nearly out. Out. Right, so what I'm going to do now, right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to lift the seat out and just turn it around facing that way inside the van, just how it would be if we had actually had the base of the swivel seat put in and we were turning it round. Right, this is where I put my back out, by the way. So, take it out. Do you know what? I've got to be honest with you. I think I'd rather even just do this at the campsite. If I know I'm going to be at a campsite for like 3 days, 2 days, and I'm not even going to bother moving the van, do you know what? I just unbolt the 4 bolts and just turn the seat round and just bolt it back down. I think it's a hell of a lot easier than actually fitting the swivel base, is it? Or am I just being lazy? No, I'm being lazy. Right. Okay, so let's put the backrest back. Now this does look really good, I'm not going to lie to you. I actually really like the look of it, but it just doesn't work. Right. So there we go, let's get a better look. So there it is, that's how it would be if you had the swivel seat, and your view from this seat would be brilliant, all right? Look how much room that gives you in the van, loads of room. And it does look really nice. The only thing that you are going to have to do is, obviously, if you're at a campsite and you've got it set up like this, in the windows, you have to put up some kind of blind, because otherwise people are going to be looking in, seeing you sitting in your swivel seat, eating dinner, watching TV, doing whatever you're doing in your swivel seat. I don't know, why did I have to do that in your swivel seat? Anyway, new glasses, don't know if any of you noticed. Yep, age is getting the better of me. In fact, it's Sunday. I went to the gym at 7:30 this morning, check me out, but I'm also losing my eyesight. So not only am I losing my hair, I'm losing my eyes. So I've got to try and at least get some muscles. Otherwise, I'm losing them, but I didn't have any muscles in the first place anyway, I digress. So anyway, let me get in and sit down and show you the problem that we have. Let me pop you up there. Okay, so let's close the door. Picture the scene, we're at the campsite, we've spun the seat round, we're ready to sit down and chill out. Now I know it's not bolted in. Oh. Look at my knees. How can I sit and eat dinner like this? Now, I know what you're going to say, the seat would be raised if you have the bracket on. By about that much. That's going to make absolutely no difference. So here is the problem that you have. If you're in a micro camper, particularly a Fiat Doblo Mark II, because that's what I've got, so I can speak about this, and you are 6'1", hands up, a swivel seat is not going to work. Well, it will if you want to sit like this, and granted, yeah, you can sit with your feet out like that. Yeah, I get it, but I want to sit and eat my dinner. You know, I don't always like sitting with my feet out. I might want to sit up like this and chill. All right, that's comfortable. But with the table up here, my plate's going to be here. No, I'm not eating like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I do have a solution, and I did a video about this 2 years ago, about how I wasn't going to install a swivel seat. I know I've tried now, but another way of using this seat as a recliner, which I found far more comfortable. And we'll go into that in just a second. But you tell me what you think. Put it down in the comments below. Do you think this looks a comfortable way to sit? Would you still consider, if the frame of your seat is lower than the floor in the back of your van, would you consider a swivel seat? Take it from me, I'd seriously reconsider it. And another thing, because you're sitting with your knees so high, your bum is lower than your knees, so it's not very easy to get out of this seating position. Now, I know I'm probably showing my age a bit here, but this is how you have to get out. Grab hold of the handle there, grab hold of the headrest. I'm really showing my age now. I hope I don't fart when I get up. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you can tell I go to the gym. Right, not great, is it? I don't think it's very comfortable. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spin the seat back round, bolt it back down, and I'm going to show you a little hack, if you haven't seen my previous video, on how to turn it into a lounge chair. Right, okay, so one seat placed back where it should be, and quite frankly, where it's gonna stay. It ain't coming out from that position again. And if I don't ever get to put this video on YouTube, I am not unbolting that chair again to do a bloody video. So if you get to see this video, you know it's all gone well. So, right, okay, I'm gonna show you a hack now. Which is what I plan on doing with the seat in future if I'm at a campsite or I want to stretch my legs out and chill out. Because as many of you will know, I don't get much headroom in this van when I'm sitting on the bed. So it's very, very simple. And I have done a video on this, as I said. Just get the backrest, lower it all the way down, and it does go all the way down. Slide it towards the dash as much as it will go. Now you might think this looks uncomfortable, but I can tell you it isn't. I'll have obviously more pillows in the van than this when I'm out and about, because I'll have my actual pillows and more cushions. Close the door. That is more comfortable. I can promise you that this is more comfortable than having a swivel seat. I've got my feet up. It's like sitting in a dentist chair. Actually, no, that gives me shivers. It's like sitting on a deck chair. You can sit with your feet like that. You can rest up against the dashboard. If you've got a pillow, you can put it up against the dashboard. It's nice and cozy. Again, it's up to you, but you're going to need covers in the windows. But this is so much more comfortable. I have got to sit with my legs out. Maybe I'm contradicting myself a little bit. I'm not going to be able to sit here and eat dinner like this. No, I'm not. But this is so much more comfortable than having the swivel chair and the back upright. Honestly, game changer. Anyway, so getting up out of this position, again, is a bit of a task. But you can shuffle yourself forward and rest on this. You are not going to break this. I might, because I'm heavy, but then all you got to do is put that up, Now, if you want my opinion, a lot of people don't want my opinion, but if you want my opinion, that is a lot quicker and a lot easier than faffing around trying to swivel a chair around in a tight space, sitting upright with your knees up by your chin. For me, it is. So, listen, I hope you found this rather random video of mine quite interesting. There are lots and lots and lots of posts on Facebook of people asking, particular for Fiat Doblos, where did you get your swivel seat? Where did you get your swivel seat? I really want to install one. Seriously, think about it. Okay? Seriously, think about it. Maybe if you're not as tall as me, it would work. It's a bit crazy having a 6'1" man living and sleeping in a micro camper when he goes away in it. But there we go. I enjoy it. But yeah, it's one to bear in mind before you go and shell out all that money on getting the swivel seat base. Take your seat out, spin it round, sit in it. Do you like it? Is that comfortable for you? Yes, no. If it is, great. If it isn't, bolt it back in. Do what I've suggested with the lounge chair position. Save your money, spend it on something else. Because some of these swivel bases, they're not cheap. Especially if you're going to get someone to fit it as well. They might need a bit of welding and stuff like that. It's going to be an expensive layout for potentially something that you don't like. So, hope you enjoyed the video. We have a bit of a tidy up now and go and get my Sunday roast on. Thanks very much. Hopefully this rain will stop. We've had nothing but rain every single day this year. Hopefully the rain will stop and we're going to get out and start going out on our adventures. The Scotland trip is coming up in about 4 weeks' time and I can't wait. I'm ready, raring to go. I know Rob is. I'm doing the final preparations of putting tools in a tool bag and making sure I've got everything. I've re-insulated some parts of the van. So I'm anticipating a bit of snow and hopefully we'll get up into some of the mountains and we'll be able to see some snow, which would be absolutely fantastic. I've never been to Scotland in the snow and I'm looking forward to it. Not the driving in the snow, but there we go. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Laters. That was cheesy.